Welcome back, everybody. For the last segment, we're talking all about eye care. And I'm here at Optica, the Westgate branch. I've got an optometrist with me, and she's going to answer all my questions. Her name is Ria Mahesh. I'm going to slide on over to you, Ria. How are you doing today?
All good.
Lovely. So I think my first question should also come with a confession. I haven't had my glasses checked since November 2017.
That's such a long time.
So, but okay, so on average, how often should someone have their eyes checked?
If you are an adult about 18 years of age,
Yeah.
you should get your eyes checked at least once in a year.
Okay.
But talking about the kids,
Yeah.
at least twice in a year,
Twice
which
a
is
year?
mandatory, yes.
And how early should you start the, checking?
By the age of 2 years also. Yeah.
What? 2 year? Can you imagine a 2-year-old here? I'm just like, they'd
That's
probably
what
just be
awareness
bouncing.
has to be created.
Yeah.
Like pediatrics are also supposed to be checked. It's not that if you're 4 years of age, you cannot get glasses. You definitely can.
Okay.
So early, the
Yeah.
better.
Okay, I hear you. So once a year, which means I should have at the very least done it by November 2018.
Exactly.
So I'm like 3 months.
3 months.
off.
So you're still good enough, but you're not. You're
Time is-
definitely late.
Okay, definitely late. Given that we should be checking once a year, what are the side effects? Or what happens if someone ends up delaying that process? What are the
For
side
example,
effects?
you're wearing a -2 power,
Yeah.
and within a year, it changed to -2 to 5.
Okay.
If you're delaying it,
Yeah.
it can deteriorate your eyesight, and plus, it can go even more higher. The earlier you come,
Yeah.
the earlier we diagnose it, and better is the treatment then.
Okay, I hear
And
you.
plus, you preserve your eyesight to 100% normal then.
Oh, which is so crazy because one of the myths I used to hear growing up was that the more you wear glasses, the worse your eyesight gets.
That's the biggest myth which has to be eradicated.
Oh,
Let me
boy.
give this message to everyone.
Yeah.
Glasses are to help your eyesight become better and not deteriorate it.
Okay, got it. Oh gosh, I have to highlight some of these glasses. These are adorable.
These are trending.
No, I'm not kidding. That cat eye look, if I'm upgrading, I love such, if I upgrade, I probably will go for more of a, statement
design.
piece. Yeah, it's just more
Exactly.
fun. So now let's talk a little bit about eye care when it comes specifically to screens, because we're spending a lot more times on our phones, watching TV, laptops.
Exactly.
We're working in front of, these laptops or screens for hours on end. What kind of effect does that have on our eyesight?
So basically, these gadgets, they emit blue light, which we call it as blue violet light,
Yeah.
which enters through your eye, all the layers, reaches inside part of your eye, and it damages your eye, okay? So for this, the solution is we have something called blue block lenses. These selectively filter the blue light which is entering your eye, okay? I need you to know that all blue light is not harmful. The
Okay.
blue turquoise part of light
Yeah.
is supposed to reach your eye to see well, okay?
Okay.
So very careful that we need blue block lenses that cut only harmful light.
It's so funny we're talking about the blue light because I did a segment on the show called S-Tips, and I was talking about how staring at your screens for so long, especially at night, because of the blue light, it triggers your brain to think it's daylight.
Exactly.
And as I was reading, I read an article about it recently, and it said how more and more phones are upping the blue light.
Exactly.
Which is now scary to think that we're just. And we're even allowing our children to be on these tablets this whole time.
That's the most concern, like majority of the parents, their concern is like our kids are always in front of the phones and tablets.
Yeah.
So get your kids' eyes checked, and if required, we also give them glasses along with blue block lenses.
Okay, so it's pretty covered, at least for the children. And now this is a question that I feel a lot of women watching and women who wear glasses might be curious about, and that's the idea that we wear makeup quite often, right? I mean, on the show I wear makeup every day, and how should one go about it when it comes to eye care, and specifically when you have contact lenses?
Okay, so the first most important thing is wear your contacts first and then do the makeup. Okay? Because when you do the makeup, and put the contacts then you take all the makeup with the contact in your eye. So the most important thing is put the contact and then do the makeup.
Okay.
And some eye care tips I would give, like don't use oily based makeup. Don't use something which is not should be a brand,
Okay.
but at least good chemical content in it, so that it doesn't have too much of oil which enters your eyes.
Okay, get it. Okay, so contact lens in first and then do
makeup.
your makeup.
Exactly, you got
And what
it
about
right.
general contact lenses, like care tips or hygiene tips when it comes to contact? I wear contacts all the time, actually.
All the time.
So any tips you'd have for us there?
Yes, first of all, don't get them over the counter from any place. There are 10 different materials which are available.
Okay.
What size suits you, what material suits you, only a qualified optometrist can tell you.
Okay.
If you follow that, you never end up in infections.
Okay.
Okay? And we'll teach you how to care about it, like you need to wash them, rinse them 2 times a day.
What?
Store them properly.
Wait, let's go back. You need to wash your contact lenses twice a day?
Twice a day before you put in and before you take it out. Before you take it out, because you gather all the dust from the surrounding in your eyes with the contacts.
Oh
so
my
remove them,
gosh.
wash them and then store them.
Wash them with a solution?
Yes.
Or with water?
With solution. No water. No water.
I've been messing it up. I now want to ask Ria about sunglasses, and I'm going to ask that we move over to that station because
Sure,
it's got all
we
the
can.
cute sunglasses. Right, so sunglasses, one of my favorite things. But before that, actually, I want to go back to contact lenses. How early can you start wearing contact lenses?
Actually, it depends on what kind of power you have. In some cases, we can give by the age of say 12 years also.
What?
It's not necessary that you have to wait until 18.
Yeah.
Because the materials what we have are so good that you can start at your early teen age also.
Wow, so things have changed so much.
Things have changed so much.
And again, going back to the conversation we had about even getting your eyes checked once a year, who should one go to? Because usually there's like optician, optometrist, ophthalmologist, like sometimes
Exactly. So now optometrists, like you can say me, we are qualified enough to check your eyes, because in Kenya the thing is there's no such regulatory thing or the board which decides who can check your eyes, right?
Yeah.
So even if you go to an optician, he can check just your eyesight, but not the detailed eye examination. So you should go to only those opticians like Optica who have qualified optometrists.
Right.
Yeah, so to the qualified optometrist, they can diagnose your diseases, tell you about it, even diseases like glaucoma and cataract. They can diagnose, and some surgical things, if you're required, they can refer you to surgeons.
Okay, great. So, optometrist. So now, sunglasses. One of my favorite things and accessories ever since I cut my hair and went natural. Let me tell you, that's been a lifesaver because it just makes me look like I'm put together. But I also know that they serve a higher purpose. It's not just about looking cute.
Exactly.
So what are some of the things that we should be looking out for when we're purchasing a
When you're purchasing sunglasses, make sure they are UV protective. Not only UV, UV as in ultraviolet light. It has like 3 kinds, A, B and C. Okay, the good quality sunglasses, the lenses are all UV protected, plus they are polarized. Let me show you a polarized sunglass.
Okay. Wait, what does polarized even mean?
Okay.
I can grab this,
Okay,
but what
okay,
does
okay.
polarized mean?
I'll explain you when you wear them.
Oh, so I have to wear this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just try
my
polarized
glasses?
sunglasses over your glasses.
Okay.
So this is what tests the polarized.
Whoa!
Magic, right?
What is that?
Basically, this is the tester for the polarized.
Okay.
This mimics the road surfaces, right? Beaches, which give you like lot of light, okay? And you're not able to see well when it's that thing, right? So when you wear polarized lenses, it cuts all the UV light and all the harmful light which comes as reflections into your eye. So you see things how they're supposed to be.
What?
So normally on roads you see that.
Wait, I'm even trying to be like, how come I really can't pick up any of these colors? So this is the true color.
Yeah, these are the true colors. You can actually see all the details with polarized. along with the cosmetic thing, you can protect your eyes well. You can see we have lot many shapes along with the polarized lenses.
Okay, so what are the side effects? What happens if we don't really adhere to all these rules and try and protect our sunglasses?
So ultraviolet light,
our eyes rather.
ultraviolet and infrared light, they're emitted from the sun. So they can damage the surfaces of your eye, leading to some diseases, like I would name few like corneal damage and photophobic, pterygium. All these are big terms. In short, they damage your eyes, the ultraviolet and the infrared light. So wear glasses to protect yourself.
Sunglasses. And okay, so let's talk about kids. How early? Because I mean, sunglasses as we know them, they're usually just the adults, and it's again look cool. But now we know better. It's not just about looking cool; it's protecting your eyes. But how early should
we have the smallest size also for pediatrics? You can start wearing them by age of 8 to 10, where you take them to beaches. Just make sure they also wear sunglasses.
Okay, right. And it's funny because earlier in the show we were talking about skincare, and the beautician was telling me how sunscreen is such an important part of our everyday life. So and it's funny how the sun really affects our eyes, our skin. Yeah.
So it's the same light which I spoke to you just a few minutes ago, ultraviolet and infrared. It affects your skin and equally the eyes also. And I would like to warn people that not to buy sunglasses from like street sides or not like good opticians, right? Because you need the proper lens. More than the cosmetic part, you need what gives you better protection, like polarized sunglasses.
And whoa, after this test, I completely get it. So now, from a trends perspective, I'm curious to know which pair has been flying off your shelf? What's been popping?
Okay, so we have some round shapes you can see.
I like this.
Like
actually,
the dangy colors.
It's funny, we had Sharon Mundia on the show recently, and she was telling us how round-shaped sunglasses are in, so I like this. Interesting.
And for males also there are a couple like, you can go back to the 90s.
I love this. A classic Ray-Ban pair of sunglasses. You can never go wrong. Is this tortoise shell, would you say?
Yes, tortoise shell.
It's a classic, adds a little bit of oomph to your look, but you're still not going too wild. Okay, thank you so much.
Pleasure, but get your eyes checked.
I will,
I
promise. I'm gonna do it in the next, I wanna say, month. I'll go and get my eyes checked.
Remember, once in a year.
Once in a year, you're right. And it's simple. It's just once in a year. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you learned something about self-care and about taking time to check in on your body and make sure that everything, including your eyes, is just right. And as I love you and leave you, of course, I'm going to tell you about my Dawa, who have 15% off your next purchase. All you need to do is put the coupon code S15 as you check out, and just like that, you get 15% off. And now that we're coming into the month of love, February the 14th is around the corner, why not start by showing love to yourself? They have all sorts of products around wellness and around pampering yourself too. So go on, I give you permission. Pamper yourself with 15% off as well. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.